to the Tuesday edition of 6 Stories at 6. I'm Rakshita Mishra with you. The top story will be the Karur tragedy, how Vijay, for the first time, has come on camera, broken his silence and challenged the DMK over the blame game that's unfolding. Story number 2 is how Pakistan is crumbling down. The terror state is breaking apart. Viewers, deadly blast has rocked Quetta. Also, on the show, we get you exclusive conversation with Zubeen Garg's wife, who points out that there has been negligence towards Zubeen, and we will tell you about the latest on the investigation. And the heat is on molester Baba. Viewers, incriminating chats have been discovered by the police on his mobile phone. Also, we'll tell you the latest updates from Ladakh and the conversation Republic TV had with the Lieutenant Governor. And story number 6 is Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan's alert, the fresh alert that he has said one must be prepared for bio threats and nuclear contamination. We'll get you more on that. But first, the top story that we're tracking for you from Karur. Because Tamil Nadu is in mourning, and as the Karur stampede tragedy continues to stir shockwaves across the state, TVK Chief Vijay finally spoke, breaking his silence with an emotional message, even as he faced tough political questions he is facing currently, but he has not addressed any of these questions. He's just said that he challenges the DMK. He says that if Stalin wants to target him, he should target him, not his people. And also, he has said that he will be meeting the victims very, very soon. Take a look.
For the first time since the Karur stampede claimed 41 lives, TVK Chief Vijay has broken the silence, putting out an emotional video message late last night. In that message, a visibly shaken Vijay said his heart is full of pain. He admitted that people had come to the rally for him and said no words could make up for the lives lost. Calling it the toughest moment of his lifetime, Vijay assured that the truth will come out soon. He said that he shares the pain of every family who lost a loved one and promised to meet the victims at the earliest.
என் லைஃப்பில் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெயின்ஃபுல்லான ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷனை நான் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணதே கிடையாது. மனசு முழுக்க வலி மட்டும்தான். இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் என்னென்ன மக்கள் பார்க்க வராங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரே ஒரு காரணம் தான், அவங்க என் மேலே வச்சிருக்கிற அன்பும் பாசம். அந்த அன்புக்கும் பாசத்துக்கும் நான் எப்பவும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். அதனால தான் இந்த சுற்றுப்பயணத்தில் மற்ற எல்லா விஷயங்களையும் தாண்டி மக்களுடைய சேஃப்டி, அதில் எந்த காம்ப்ரமைஸும் பண்ணிடக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக தான் அது என் மனசில் ரொம்ப ஆழமாக இருக்கும் அந்த எண்ணம். அதனால தான் இந்த அரசியல் காரணங்கள் எல்லாத்தையும் தவிர்த்துட்டு ஒதுக்கி வச்சுட்டு மக்களோடைய சேஃப்டி மட்டும் மைண்டில் வச்சுக்கிட்டு அதுக்கான இடங்களை சூஸ் பண்ணுறது, அதுக்கான இடங்களை பார்த்து பெர்மிஷன் கேட்குறது, போலீஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் அதை ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி கேட்போம். ஆனால் நடக்கக்கூடாதது நடந்துருச்சு. நான் மனுஷன் தானே. அந்த நேரத்தில் அத்தனை பேர் பாதிக்கப்பட்டு இருக்கும்போது எப்படி அந்த ஊரை விட்டுட்டு என்னால் கிளம்பி வர முடியும்? நான் திரும்ப அங்கே போகணும்னு இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது ஒரு காரணம் காட்டி அங்கே வேறு சில பதட்டமான சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ், வேறு சில சம்பாவிதங்கள்.
Vijay also made a direct political statement telling Chief Minister Stalin to target him if need be, but not his people. He defended those arrested and named in the FIR, insisting that his cadre did nothing wrong.
சோஷியல் மீடியாவை சேர்ந்த நண்பர்கள், தோழர்கள் அவங்க மேலே எஃப்ஐஆர்லாம் போட்டு இப்போ பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. சிஎம் சார், உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது இந்த பழி வாங்கணும் அப்படின்ற எண்ணம் ஏதாவது இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுங்க, அவங்க மேலே கை வைக்காதீங்க. நான் ஒன்று வீட்டில் இருப்பேன், இல்லை நான் ஆஃபீஸில் இருப்பேன். என்ன வேணாலும் செய்யுங்க. நண்பர்களே, தோழர்களே, நம்மளோட அரசியல் பயணம் இன்னும் ஸ்ட்ராங்காக, இன்னும் தைரியத்தோட கண்டினியூ ஆகும். தேங்க்யூ.
Even as the controversy builds, the NDA has stepped in, sending an 8-member fact-finding team to Karur. The delegation led by Mathura MP Hema Malini will meet the bereaved families and submit its report to BJP National President JP Nadda.
It is such a horrible and a biggest stampede which has happened, which has never happened in the history of politics, I would say that, because normally political rallies are done in a very proper way. I went and saw the place where the stampede took place. It is very sad to see such a sight, because one after the other, one over the other, the people have fallen and died in the ditch, and then the electricity went off suddenly, and then somebody is throwing chappal and all. I mean, I heard all these things. It is unheard, It's something very different kind of a thing. So, who is responsible for all these things? We want to know. So that is why we all came for this delegation.
BJP MP Anurag Thakur, also part of the team, declared that no stone would be left unturned in the probe.
There have been so many theories that are floating, and also our MP delegation, we heard so many things from the people, like there were knives, hitting around people, there was wanton power cut, and there were some miscreants entering into the rally. So we'll have to wait for Mr. Vijay's version on what has transpired on that very fateful day. So once we get to know that, we'll be able to comment on it. Going strictly by the law, the organizers will have to be accountable as well. It is not about revenge or arrest, but they'll have to give their version so that the investigation can be complete. So I think this is more to do with the cinematic dialogue, rather than coming into terms with the reality.
Moving now, viewers, moving on from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Balochistan now in the latest. Pakistan is on the edge. Just today, after massive protests rocked Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, a deadly blast has ripped through Quetta, turning the city into a war zone. Balochistan, viewers, has been on the boil for a long time. And remember, this comes after Asim Munir and Shehbaz Sharif were in Washington, D.C., and they were showing those rare earth mineral samples to Donald Trump, which has angered the Balochis further. And remember, viewers, it has only put Balochistan on the boil. Terror state is now breaking down. 10 lives, at least 10 have been killed, several injured, and gunfire continues to ring on the streets of Quetta. Pakistan's collapse is now playing out in real time.
A day after massive protests rocked POK against the Shehbaz Sharif government, a deadly blast has now ripped through Pakistan's Balochistan. What looked like a routine day turned into a blood-soaked battlefield after a bomb explosion. The bomb detonated outside the Frontier Corps headquarters in Quetta's Zargun Road. CCTV footage has captured the sheer horror, a powerful blast tearing through a busy road. 10 people killed, several others grievously injured. And it did not just stop there. Hear this.
FC headquarter के पास धमाके से तोड़ के साथ शीशे टूट गए और यहाँ पे फायरिंग का तबादला शुरू।
Gunfire followed the explosion, turning Quetta into a war zone. The blast was so massive, it rattled Model Town and nearby areas. Windows shattered, buildings damaged, civilians running in terror. Panic, fear, and blood on the streets of Quetta. Rescue teams rushed in, Police cordoned off the area and hospitals were thrown into emergency mode. Even Frontier Corps personnel were not spared, injured in the gunfire and blast. Quetta has long been bleeding at the hands of separatist groups like the BLA. But under Shehbaz Sharif's weak leadership, the state has crumbled further. BLA continues to target civilians and Pakistan Army alike, and the government remains helpless. The fresh wave of violence comes right after the unprecedented protests in POK, a region that has completely rejected Shehbaz's government. Defense experts call it a chilling reminder. Pakistan today is a country in collapse.
See, this reminds us of the same incident, the Fidain attack that took place on the Karachi Stock Exchange. So, this is the Frontier Corps office of Pakistan in Quetta. So, it is a very clear and a blunt message that they do not want the Frontier Corps present in Balochistan or any of the areas around it. And so, the repercussions are what we see, the visuals on the screens.
Chaos in POK, bloodshed in Balochistan. Shehbaz Sharif and General Munir have lost control. Pakistan is burning, protests on one side, separatist war on the other, and a government caught in complete paralysis. Just days ago, the BLA openly targeted Pakistan army posts. Today, the heart of Quetta is under attack. Shehbaz Sharif's Pakistan stands exposed, a nation descending into anarchy.
Now, Assam continues to remain in a state of shock and a state of mourning as it remembers beloved singer Zubeen Garg. Autopsies have ruled out foul play, but allegations of negligence in political shielding, financial misconduct have sparked outrage. The SIT is on the case, but questions remain over what really happened to Zubeen. Those questions are still unanswered. Zubeen's wife has spoken to Republic TV exclusively. She opened up on the investigation and what does she think is are the things that are allegedly being hidden. Listen in.
Assam's beloved singer Zubeen Garg died in Singapore on September 19th. Autopsies in Singapore and Assam ruled out foul play, but questions refused to die down. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi now alleges that Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma is shielding two key suspects, Zubeen's manager Siddharth Sharma and event organizer Shamkanu Mahanta.
The role of the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma ji is extremely dubious, and we still don't know where the manager of Zubeen Garg is and where the main event organizer behind that festival in Singapore, where these two people are. The Chief Minister himself has said that he is allowing them till 6th of October to appear before the police. Why this special VIP treatment?
Meanwhile, Zubeen's wife Garima Shaikia Garg is demanding answers. She wants to know what happened in his final moments and why no one stopped him from entering the water. Speaking exclusively to Republic after Zubeen's death, Garima also spoke about the financial angle as well.
That actually, I also want to know what exactly had happened. And whatever we have seen through social media, the videos are out. And actually, we were in shock for initial 4 or 5 days. We didn't know anything. First day we were told that he had a seizure attack in water while he was swimming. So many people were around, and then still he was permitted to go into water without the life jacket, and he was seen extremely exhausted. That really breaks our heart, that why he was not attended and he was not taken care of.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Home Affairs has now formally invoked the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty in connection with the FIR lodged by Assam Police regarding the unfortunate death of Zubeen Garg. This will felicitate Assam Police to investigate in Singapore. On Saturday evening, the family filed a formal complaint with the Assam Police, naming Mahanta and Siddharth Sharma as main accused. They also want everyone who was with Zubeen on that fateful day brought under the probe. The very next day, CID officials visited the singer's residence to record the family's statement. The Assam government has formed a 10-member SIT led by Special DGP MP Gupta to investigate.
Now, it's a case of shocking story. It's a shocking story of betrayal, lust and lies. A self-styled godman who wrapped himself in saffron and claimed to show the path of spirituality now stands unmasked as nothing but a predator. Swami Chaitanyananda Saraswati, once worshipped by his followers, is today disgraced as a molester tag. With a molester tag, and dozens of women have been victimized by him, faith exploited and religion abused. From deleted chats to the secret CCTV app, the investigation reveals a disturbing trail of deceit and perversion. This is not divinity, this is depravity.
The man on your screen is no saint, no seer. He is a predator parading as a god-man. He calls himself Swami Chaitanyananda Saraswati. But behind the saffron robe lies a dark underbelly. A molester tag that now defines him. Dozens of innocent women fell prey, lured, harassed and molested, all under the grab of religion. The Delhi police has launched a deep investigation into his sinister web. Investigators reveal that the absconding Swami was using London-based WhatsApp numbers to dodge tracking. But his digital trail betrayed him. Traced through his IP address, the long hands of law caught him. What police found on his mobile was shocking. A CCTV app, deleted chats, wiped call records, and a desperate attempt to hide evidence. But the truth surfaced. Chaitanyananda's disturbing pattern of perversion was laid bare. A so-called godman secretly clicking pictures of students, of his own staff without consent, without shame. Investigators recovered vulgar chats with multiple women, including fresh conversations dated just days before his arrest.
All right, now, today at the Manekshaw Center in Delhi, India's Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan sent out a strong message and also issued an alarm. Now, speaking at the 100th Rising Day of the Military Nursing Service, CDS invoked the Prime Minister's words on nuclear deterrence, warning against future bio-threats and underlined the importance of data security in an era of information warfare. He also warned against the threat of he in fact issued alert on bio threats and also the radio contamination being the threats for future.
Today at the Manekshaw Center, CDS General Anil Chauhan addressed the 100th Rising Day of Military Nursing Service. Quoting Prime Minister's words of nuclear deterrence, CDS Chauhan noted that while the risk of nuclear threats is low, protocols for radiological contamination should be part of the training.
Post-Operation Sindoor, our Honorable Prime Minister has said that India will not be deterred by nuclear blackmail. While the possibility of use of nuclear weapons in our context is very, very low, but it would be prudent to take this into a security calculus. Radiological contamination requires different protocols for treatment and must be part of our training. Preparedness against nuclear threats contributes toward deterrence against its use, and I think that's important.
CDS warned that bio threats, whether natural or man-made, may rise in future. Nurses must be trained for effective treatment.
The second important thing I think is about bio threats. The training of our nurses must take into account the challenges we may face in future. The world has been through a period of intense travails and tribulations during the COVID pandemic. In my view, bio threats, whether they are man-made, could be accidental or they are natural, they are likely to increase in future. Defense against such threats and treatment of infected persons requires different treatment protocols. We must be prepared for this in future.
On data